Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I'm super excited. I'm going to site in Lutente with some ministry people, see how the progress is going, and essentially just make sure that we're doing what we say we do. Turnkey solution, really good quality, making sure everything is up to snuff for the farmers to be able to deliver a super successful project and increase value crops here in Uganda. So I'll check you later. Take care. Bye.
You are welcome to my farm. I'm very happy for the ministry and the President of Uganda to what you have introduced to me. My name is Mohammed, a farmer from Kalungu district.
Very enterprising man. He is also expanding beyond here into this area here. He started on his own. He had some rudimentary pumping system using diesel, holding the pumping main with some guys, but he was still making some money. So now we have saved him on the diesel, and the pipes will be permanent, and so he's going to make a lot of savings. Out of his own initiative, he didn't want to benefit alone, and he's partnering with others to train them. And they are not very from close by. Some are from as far as Masaka, the town, but they were buying passion fruits from him, so they also wanted to learn how to produce passion fruit. Yeah. So he's not a very selfish guy. And out of that, he has benefited. So we shall give him a small bonus and extend his drip lines and the rain guns in this area here, and also establish it here in his existing plantation.
We are here on site. As you can see, we've got everyone here, and we're going to go now into that field to see how the irrigation is working and what a great system that we've provided here at Nexus Green. So come check this out.
We'll start here, down. We'll have one of our engineers, clerks of work, Ferdinand, is going to take the lead all the way from here, then we'll walk up.
The Nexus Green, they have helped me about this system. They have helped me for irrigating microbes, and I have learned, and I'm still learning. Like this. If I place and they bring blue color, it will see where I will see whether we will bring is there inside. Now like this. If I place this one and see it is in blue color, it seems that water is there. Yeah. If I place it come red, that is bad.
Down is calcium sulfate. That is a buffering substance. So what it does is it degrades slowly as the surrounding soil salts interact with it. So it works up to 4 years.
Okay, and then
he will get he will get maximum benefit out of it. But if you have it where the place is waterlogged, it reduces the lifespan because the salt concentration, the reaction between calcium, sulfate, and it keeps washing it off. So after a season, if he was doing tomatoes like the case up there, the season is over, you pick the technology out, you put it into the new area. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Continue. Yeah.
All right, guys, so we're in the bush again, and we're looking at this farm that we've just put this amazing installation in. Petwa, you're the one that installed this, right?
Yes, together with my team.
Yeah, how was it before you came? Because you saved this project, I believe.
Yeah, we found the farmer practicing rudimentary methods of irrigation.
Yeah.
He would pump water using a diesel pump in 2 drums, and then from there his team would get watering cans and go around the farm. But now with the system he has water in a reservoir.
Okay.
So all he has to do is turn on the valves, and there's water in his garden.
Fantastic. How big is this acreage here?
How big is the acreage?
Yeah.
So far we've covered 12 acres.
12 acres, okay.
Yes, with plans to expand to 16.
Nice. Again, you know, I keep it raw with my YouTube. We had a subcontractor here. They didn't do a good job, did they?
They didn't.
And that's why you came to the rescue, I hear.
Yeah.
So well done you. And that's how we do it at Nexus Green. You know, to all you subcontractors, we're all about the quality, right, of work and the standards. And if you can't cut it, you got to go, right, Petwa?
That's right. This is typically what we call our intake, where we abstract water from to the reservoir. So this is more like a surface water source, and it's drawing water from the large catchment of the swamp. We've established that it's a very reliable source of water over time. So what we have here is an assembly of a pump. It's a submersible pump. That's a prefabricated cage. And this is about 4 meters deep.
Okay.
Yes. So it's a prefabricated cage with aggregate packs in it, so that when it's pumping, it's filtering off the mud and everything, so that we have a certain level of clear water that is coming through the pump.
You talked about protection of this. How do you do that? How do you protect this so that?
We're thinking of putting some fence with a metallic fence with posters and barbed wire. But remember that this water is coming from all around here. So we're going to establish a buffer. First of all, a whole buffer with specific vegetation to act as a filter to whatever surface water that will run into this valley tank. We have catchment management guidelines. You can even make a catchment management plan so that you are assured of constant water for your water sources, surface and underground water sources. So we go to the farm.
The heart of the pumping system is this side, where we have the inverter that uses the power of the sun. Those are the solar panels. Creates the energy that's required by the pump to pump water into the central reservoir.
This is a visit of the British Trade Commissioner for Africa on a special assignment from the British Prime Minister. So they're here with the Deputy High Commissioner for Uganda, and they've come to check one of the sites which is being sponsored by UK Export Finance. As you know, the loan for the design, supply and installation of solar-powered irrigation sites is from the UK government under UKEF, being implemented by Nexus Green. So it's just a check visit, just to see what's going on, what has happened, where has the money gone. And so far, so good, the visit is going well.
Then we installed the alarm system. The alarm system, the way it works, that in case there's like theft of the solar panel, the alarm comes on, and it's enabled 24/7. It uses a very nice principle, optical fiber that runs around the solar panel.
And if it breaks, so
if it breaks, I can simulate it. We arm it with this.
yeah.
We arm it. So if there's any break, I can just simulate it. The alarm comes on.
We have about 160 sites ongoing construction right now, and hopefully by the end of the year we should have 350 plus sites in this state. This one is very complete, as you may have seen from the different explanations. The farmers have taken over, we're providing agronomy support. The main enterprise that is done here is tomatoes, you have passion fruits. They are thinking of doing coffee, but later on. But for them, tomatoes and passion fruits are really making a killing for them.
So here the solar modules have been arranged both in parallel and series to create the power that is required by the controller and by the pump. The beauty of using solar power is that it's free energy. Instead of using fossil fuel or even grid power, here every morning you are getting free energy to irrigate your crops. So in terms of farming, it's the cheapest way how you can actually pump water without injecting in money for fuel or even money for grid power. It will be very expensive for farmers to do that.
How much he was spending on diesel? On diesel, yes. Fuel per week.
Per week. A day I was spending 20 liters.
20 liters of
20 times was 5. 20,
Per day.
20 times was 5,000. That's around 100,000.
What this project does is that it eliminates the diesel, so reliance on fossil fuels is taken away. It creates more efficiency in terms of irrigation because the permanent lines for distribution are there. Plus, of course, it's also green energy. Yeah, it's good so far.
The right time of applying water to the crop, we studied the model using sensors planted on citrus. The citrus is injected, the roots are injected, and then they see the pulses using the temperature within the soil to know when exactly does it, the tension, the suction, when it is actually uptaking.
Absolutely.
So it turned out at such a time.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. At the time, yes, during when the sun is there, it's when actually it is taking.
Because well, that sort of makes sense.
So
really.
it makes sense to use solar.
From a plant point of view. I was quite surprised, and maybe it's, I guess it's all calculated on the head of water and how much energy you need to pump it up, but it's quite a lot of solar.
Previously, like 10 years ago, we are using 75 watt panels.
Yeah.
Currently, we are now going to 475, 550 watt peak. So by having big solar panels, we are able now to have relatively smaller space because you can get the energy that is required
From a small
space.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of advancement, which is really helping.
Yeah, and that's just going to continue.
Yeah, it's continuing.
you get a lot of efficiency from when the ambient temperature around is a bit cool, between 28 and 30, which is what we have here in Uganda. Other than being in a desert, when the ambient temperature is 40, 50, you reduce the efficiency of the panel.
Yes.
So
yes, of course.
Yes.
You've got the panels themselves.
yes, where the panels are heating up, then you reduce the efficiency of the panel. So that's why they said you guys wake up, because you are the equator.
Yeah.
Your ambient temperatures are just not even beyond 30, 32, maybe it's the highest. So you have a lot of efficiency. Take advantage of your solar resources and then change the narrative.
And that's why it's good to put the panels out here instead of mounting them on the roof because of temperature. When you mount them on the roof, they'll heat up more and generating a bit less current.
Right.
So you need this a bit of aeration for them to a bit cool, and then they'll be able to give you the current that you need.
This is one of the big sites. Really, someone has 40 acres of land that we are irrigating, and initially we are sticking to our guns of our usual 5 hectares, but realized there's just too much potential here for other people also to learn. So we've expanded that, and we're going to cover the whole garden. And it's quite interesting. We've seen the laser sprays at work, and they do the irrigation really quite well.
The garden is divided into blocks. Each block is approximately 60 meters long by 24 meters wide. So at the beginning of each block, we have a control valve, and then we have underneath there is what we call a main line that is carrying water from the reservoir.
You know, when you're turning the irrigation on and off, does it come on as a whole and go off as a whole, or can you turn on and off different?
You can do different blocks at different times.
You're getting irrigated.
Yeah, I'm getting irrigated, yeah.
And that helps as well, because then you can decide to plant different crops.
Yeah.
You can set one block tomatoes,
Yeah.
one block passion fruit, another block
And adjust the
potato.
irrigation to suit the crop. Yeah.
This is a garden for passion fruits. As you can see, we have the young seedlings that are just coming up, and someone has put up a bigger section on top of the already hectares that are down. We have now a bigger section that is also going to be irrigated, and we are also providing for that. So it's quite a big project, and it will be a very good learning center for the people in the area.
As you can see, this is like, I'm 5'9", so this is like pretty epic underneath here. This is the first time I have ever been in a plantation like this, and this is so incredibly amazing to see with my own eyes, but also to just like take in the fact that these farmers are going to thrive, flourish off of the water that is being provided by Nexus Green via the solar water irrigation project. So this is one of over 600 sites that Nexus Green has completed, and this is absolutely insane and so cool to see.
This is our reservoir area. We have 4 tanks of 10,000 liters. That makes 40 cubic. Our incoming line comes through, and the water goes through this fine filter and goes to the tank. Under there we have another air release valve for now the distribution section.
So how much were you spending? Say, let's put it per week from inputs.
Let me start on a day. A day I have like 40 workers. A day I give them 8,000 per each. Plus on that one of irrigating, they are 20.
20 people.
20 people.
Oh, right.
They are taking 10,000 per day.
550 per day.
Yeah. 540 per day.
On the agronomy side, he's going to save on chemicals, the number of sprays, because the crop is going to be vigorous.
It's stronger.
And then because it is stronger, the chemical regimes are going to come low, and then he's going to apply the fertilizer, the chemical, all using clean water.
I plan to also to add some farmers. That is my plan now, because I have get water.
We're happy with this partnership with UK Export Finance, with Nexus Green, because we've been able to access a whole range of new technology in solar-powered pumping systems.
I just wanted to say a huge thank you to the farmer, to everybody here from Nexus Green, just for actually it's been a very inspirational visit actually, and really enjoyed it. I feel like I've learned actually a huge amount in a very short period of time. So I'm sure you're going to have great success with it, and hopefully we'll start to see it roll out, and you know, where we can do anything to support that, then I think that's what we're here for. So. But I think the trick, of course, is that it then becomes self-sufficient.
Absolutely.
And it becomes a commercial operation, and it generates its own income, and then you can invest. It becomes investable.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you very much to everybody for all of your time. I know it's a huge investment. Thank you.
We've had a fantastic visit here today to explore the work of Nexus Green and the irrigation system, supporting farmers, supporting communities, and using the natural elements to boost income and boost crop yield as well. But we're looking forward to seeing many more of these systems as they get put up around the country and help develop the country.
That was an amazing visit to see everything that's going on with Nexus Green. They're taking over Uganda, and now I can't wait to watch Nexus Green take over Kenya. So stay watching, subscribe, share, all the things. We are growing quick.